Hi guys, welcome back to DevOps and Cloud channel, and welcome back to our DevOps projects series uh, team. So we have discussed about project 1, project 2, project 3 so far. Now we are entering into the project 4. In previous 3 projects, we have done amazing work on the first 3 projects, and mastering the core DevOps tools and concepts like a continuous integration, artifact storage, and customization of Docker image for containerized deployment. And we have added one more tool, that security scanning. Now, in the fourth project, we are going to bring it all together and add a few more advanced features to make our pipeline even more professional and reliable. So what are those new features, guys? This is the flow project. So guys, in this project, we are going to adding the previous one tools, dev tools and the SecOps tools, Trivy and Owasp tools. Then we are going to doing operations to deploy the application in Docker containerization. So before that, we are going to developing that entire environment by using tools. We are using Linux, Git we are using, Jenkins we are using, Maven we are using, and SonarQube also we are using for code analysis, along with Trivy and Owasp dependency checking and vulnerability scanning. So once these two over, then we are going to developing our custom image to deploy application in the production or dev or QA environment. So in this project, as usual, already we are having code and we need to be developed one Docker file for our customization deployment. Then we are sending the code into GitHub. We are centralizing. Already we are well known about these 3 tasks. I mean that writing code and Docker file pushing into GitHub. Then we are going to integrating Jenkins. But in today's session, we are going to configuring webhooks to get the code from GitHub to Jenkins once the GitHub repository get updates. Whenever the GitHub repository will get the updates, automatically this GitHub repository will send to Jenkins. So once the GitHub is updated, GitHub repository. By using webhooks, we are getting code automatically. Once it's over, then we haven't used this email notification to get the notifications on build failure or build success. In previous jobs, in normal Jenkins jobs, we saw that how to get the email notification, but we saw that only to get mails on failures jobs. But in today's session, I mean that in this project, we are going to configuring to get the mails on build failures and build success, both. by using pipeline script. But we need to be configured some steps inside this Jenkins. As a Jenkins administrator, we will see that. So once it's over, then we are integrating Maven for dependency checking and for installing dependencies packages for next for building WAR file, for checking that code analysis, and to deploy the artifact into Nexus repository. So we are using Maven. So once it's over, after integrating Maven, so then we are sending the code to SonarQube for code analysis. With the help of Maven and Jenkins, we are sending the code to SonarQube. So once the SonarQube certifies on code errors, the code bugs with 0 errors and 0 warnings, then we are going to building artifact. Then we are deploying into Nexus repository. So once we build and deploy into Nexus repository, then we are going to we are taking the Docker file to deploy our application in the Docker container, to deploy the application in our Docker container on custom image. So we are taking that Docker file and we are taking that WAR file. So in this Docker file, we are going to using that base image, and we are using that Tomcat web application server to deploy the application inside that Docker container. So here's by this Docker file, we are going to building Docker image. So once the Docker image is over, after building that image, then we are checking or scanning vulnerabilities by using Trivy. So once the Trivy certifies, then we are going to checking once again dependency checking by using Owasp. It's over. Then we are going to pushing our custom Docker image into Docker registry. With the help of Docker engine, we are pushing into Docker registry. With the help of Docker engine, and we are taking that local Docker registry image, whatever we built based on our custom requirement. Then once we send to Docker Hub registry, then we are creating container. Creating container on our custom image. Then we are going to deploying that application in this container. Guys, this is the flow. This is the flow project for Project-4. But in this project, of course, maybe it is also a little bit, you can feel like there is a mini project also. Okay, or else mini plus project or intermediate project, or in some cases, maybe it's a dev project also, QA project also. Okay, but here we are not using on-premise, we are not using what is that Kubernetes and all, and we are not using Docker Swarm. Okay, we will see that. We will see the next process to deploy on cloud also. Okay, we are using the same environment, the same flow for on-premise and on cloud also. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. So in next session, we will meet with the practical. Directly, we will start practical session to do this end-to-end environment. Okay, guys. Thank you, all of you. Bye.